Even though there's obviously no words spoken, you really feel like you're on some level communicating with them. Like there's an understanding between the two of you.
You can see that in their eyes. You know what I mean? When you see another animal looking at you and regarding you.
It's unbelievable, really.
O'Berry was arrested 3 times in Florida for trying to free some captive dolphins.
How many times have you been arrested? This year?
That's a dolphin's worst nightmare, right there. Hundreds of thousands of dolphins have died there. You'll see the signs, keep out, danger. The fishermen told me, they said if the world finds out what goes on here, we'll be shut down. Can you imagine that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12 of them. This is a classic drive, what you're watching here. It's a very violent process.
And they just wait till the dolphins come by. The boats then put these long poles in the water, which have a flange on the bottom. And they just bang on these poles with hammers, and they create a wall of sound, which frightens the dolphins.
By the time they get to the lagoon, they are totally freaked out, stressed out to the max.
They seal it, then they go home.
There were several hundred dolphins being driven ashore. I'd never seen so many dolphins before, and they were all running for their lives.
The next morning, all of these dolphin trainers will be lined up, selecting the ones that they want for the dolphinarium.
And they're flown to different parts of the world.
You just walk into this place, and the music is playing, the dolphin is jumping and smiling. It's hard to see the problem. But the dolphin smile is nature's greatest deception. It creates the illusion they're always happy.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking.
You could hear them communicating with each other, and you knew that that next morning that would be the end of it. There'd be silence forever.
Anyone can watch the capture process go on from the road. But Rick pointed out where they take the boats around to the secret cove that nobody could see, where dolphins that weren't selected are slaughtered and sold for their meat.
Nobody has actually seen what takes place back there. And so the way to stop it is to expose it. They've already told us that. Don't take pictures. The sign says don't take pictures. And so the way to stop it is keep exposing this to the world. Eventually, the Japanese government will say, look, this is not worth it. It's a PR nightmare.
And just after that, we walked down to the water's edge, and this one poor dolphin, you could see it trying to get away, and it was swimming straight for us inshore, and it actually made it over a couple of the nets. And every time it came up for a breath, you could see all this blood coming out behind it. And then you could see the last couple of breaths it took, and then it went down and we never saw it again.
to see this end in my lifetime. Right now, I'm focused in on that one little body of water where that slaughter takes place.